All right, good day everyone. Now, for those that don't know how to do this flap, you can see how the flap looks like. Actually, somebody asked me to show her how to do this flap, so I'm actually making this video because of that person that asked me. Remember, for this flap, for a normal kaftan flap, the under flap and the is smaller than the up one. You understand? But for this one, the both flap, the one that's under and the one that's on top, are the same, right? Now let's dive into the tutorial. First of all, you get your gummy stay you want to use for the flap. Get it according to the length you would like to use, right? You can use a strong gummy stay or a collar stay, right? Now, after getting your gummy stay, you iron your gummy stay to the fabric. That is what I am doing right now. After ironing your gummy stay to the fabric, just trim it. You give a little space at the front. That is what I have done. Now you fold the flap. After ironing it, you fold it. Then what you want to do next is to cut it out. Cut it out. Now, after folding this one, after ironing this one, you go ahead and do the same for the other flap. Remember, I told you for this flap, the down and the up flap are the same. It is not like a kaftan flap that the down flap will be smaller than the top flap, but for this one, both the up and the down flap are the same. So just iron it like that. Cut it out. All right. Now, this is a quick reminder that our online classes are still going on. And for those asking me, sir, please, do you do physical classes? Yes, I do physical classes. But then again, our physical classes are not same amount with our online classes. You get to the point now. So if you want to come for physical class, you send a DM. Then if you want to do online class because of your distance, send a DM as well, and I will add it to my class. But note, it is not free. Now, let's dive back to the tutorial. Let's go back to the tutorial. Now, after ironing your flap, what I want to do next, we have ironed the both flap for under and the top. Now, what I want to do next is to measure where I will place the flap at the middle of my top. Now, you get the width of your flap. You can see how I measure the width of my flap now. You use the width of your flap. You divide the width of your flap into two. Then you use the width of your flap to fold the front of your top. And that is what I'm doing now. Now, after folding it like this, when you raise it up, you will discover 3 lines on the front of the top. You can do it and see for yourself. You will discover 3 lines, one at the middle, one at the other edge, and one at the other edge. Now we'll be working with those 3 lines, right? We'll be working with those 3 lines. Now you can see how I placed the flap at the middle, and that is where it will be. Now, after ironing the top and the flap, I will come back to our machine. Now I want to turn the tip of the flap because this one carries collar, and the collar is not to the end of the flap, so we have to turn the tip so that the collar will not get to the end of the flap. That's how the design is. Now we want to turn our flap from this top. You can see after notching the flap, we want to turn. We'll turn it, and that is what I am doing right now. You get to the point now. After that, after sewing it, you have to turn it and make sure it's balanced. You can see after turning that first flap, now we are here turning the second flap. We are done turning that first one, and this is the second one I am turning. Just the tip. Remember, you're not turning it to the end of the flap. You turn like where you want it to end. That is where you turn it to, and that is what I'm doing now. Take a look at what I am doing. Just follow the video closely. You definitely will get it. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go and subscribe. Please follow, like, and share to your friends. You can see how it is. Now, just take a look at that flap. Take a look at the tip, how I turned it, right? You can see the product, the end product of after turning it. Now, for this, after this, you can decide to take your flap to the ironing table and use your feet to gum the middle. Like, just put your feet inside the flap and gum it so that it will not shake out when you want to sew. But I did not do it. I'm just saying, if you like. Now what we are doing is I'm working with that line. Remember I told you after ironing the top of the front of the top with the flap measurements, I got 3 lines at the front, one at the middle, one at one edge, and the other at the other edge. Now I'm working with the both edge line. That's why I'm sewing the flap. Just follow that line you got. Sew your flap. Now you're still sewing, right? After sewing the one for this edge, you take the one for the other edge, the other line, right? Remember, there are 3 lines after ironing the top, one at the middle, one at that edge, and the other one at the other edge. So I'm working with the lines at both edge, leaving the one at the middle. You get to the point now. So just sew it on top of the lines at that edge. That is what I'm doing right now. Don't forget to share this video. Share my videos. It will help a lot, right? Like, share, and follow. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? It will help, because I'll be dropping massive tutorials on my YouTube channel. There are some tutorials I'll be dropping on my YouTube channel I will not be dropping here on TikTok. Now, after sewing both flap on both lines at each edge, now the line at the middle, the line we got at the middle, we just cut it. But remember, you're not cutting it to the end. When you cut to one instance, you stop, you bring it to this side, you cut it to one part, then you stop as well. You cut the other one to the other part. Now you can see how I did it. After doing all of this, what do I want to do next? Just position your flap. You turn it on, put both of them on top. Position it very well. Now you make sure they are well positioned at the top. Please, whatsoever you're doing, make sure you follow your accurate measurement, because if you make any mistake on any part, it will definitely affect the other part. So just be careful. Do not be in a hurry. Take your time. This tailoring job, you don't need to be in a hurry while you're doing it. Take your time and do your thing, so that when you're done with the job, you get your desired result. Now you turn it like that. You can see from the back. You just match it down. After positioning the flap very well, you just mash it down from this back. And that is what I'm doing right now. You can see how I did it, right? You can see. Now this is how the flap is looking like. Just take a look at it. You can see how I joined it from that back. You can see how it is, right? Now let me take it to the table, iron it, and show you how it will look like after ironing. You can see how our flap is looking like. Look at the under flap. Now after sewing, I had to go and weave it. If you look at it from the back, let me turn it to the back now. You can see it is weaved. I weaved it around. You can see it, right? Now this is the end product of our flap. After fixing my button, like after doing everything, you can see how the flap is looking like. Let me remove the buttons, the press buttons, so you can see. Look at it from the back. Very neat. You understand? So whenever you're sewing, take your time and do your thing. Do not forget, our classes are still going on for pants and top. If you want to come for physical class, send a DM. Like, follow, and share our videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and God will bless you. I remain your humble boy, SK Souls. I love you all.